Okay, because I haven't gone live in a very long time. All right. Oh, I can't wait to share. Here we go. Okay, okay. Well, I'm definitely live, guys, on YouTube for sure. So that is fabulous. I'm definitely live on YouTube. And just for you guys that are tuning in, I'm known as a Zoom Queen, Marquesa Pettway. And what I'm going to do is share with you some AI magic on the Zoom platform. And just to be clear, this particular AI magic is directly related or comes from Zoom itself. So this is not an external thing to Zoom. This is something built in. Okay, so this is very important if you use Zoom to pay attention to this really short thing that I'm going to show you. Okay, I am excited. So before I go all the way, I'm just curious to see. I know that I'm on YouTube, but I wanted to see where else I was. And if you're wondering, how am I going live right now through Zoom? Okay, not through any other tool, but through Zoom. But right now I should be going to Instagram, LinkedIn, about 4 places on Facebook, YouTube. But in order for me to know that, I'm gonna have to log into my Restream dashboard, and it will let me know where I'm live and where I'm not live. Because honestly, I have not gone live in so long. It's ridiculous. Okay, here we go. All right, Marquesa, let's do this. This is going to be so much fun. And I'm going to give you a hint about what I'm going to talk about. And this is how, honestly, and this is just my opinion, this is the best, smartest way to leverage the Zoom platform. Frankly, if you're not using it, I don't know what to tell you. This is just a smart, no-brainer way to use it, you know? And if you're using a different tool, I don't get it. You're just setting yourself up for more work. And I don't want more work. You know, one thing I love about Zoom, and I had to send a quick little article out per someone from Zoom the other day, it literally scales my business. In other words, back, because I've been in business for 19 years, at one point I used to have to pay someone to do some of these things. I don't pay them anymore. You know how cool that is? That's a very big deal. So, okay, so I'm gonna save item and let me see. Just wanted to check real quick to see where else I'm going live, and then I will be ready to show what I'm trying to show. Okay, this is so much fun. Okay, so I can confirm that I am live on Facebook. Unfortunately, I'm not able to go live right now in my Facebook group, but I am live on Facebook. I am live on 3 of my Facebook pages. I am live on YouTube, LinkedIn, and not quite Instagram. So some of those I got to fix another time, but just to let you know where I am at. Okay. Wonderful. Cool. Okay. So why am I here? Hey, Mimi, good to see you. My name is Marquesa. I'm also known as Zoom Queen. And you may say, well, Marquesa, everybody knows Zoom. Not like Marquesa does. Okay. First of all, I don't use regular Zoom. I use what I call Zoom for entrepreneurs. In other words, as entrepreneurs, we need extra hands. We need, you know, the best of the best. We need the best resolution. We need options when it comes to scenes. We need options when it comes to audio needs. And we need all of these different things. And guess what? Although I'm going live right now with Zoom Meeting, I prefer to go live with Zoom Webinar. You may say, well, why Zoom Webinar? Because Zoom Webinar is so cool because it's completely branded. In other words, you have your lower thirds. In layman's terms, you can put your name, your business, all that kind of stuff on it. And so many other things. So I'll save that for a future live stream, but that's why you want all of it. So I use what's called Zoom Enterprise. So more info, just message me and I can tell you how you can benefit from it as well. But I have one goal right now that I want to share because I want to kind of keep the live stream short. And that is a challenge for Marquesa to keep anything short. And this is a mixture of AI, Zoom, saving time, saving money. Many of you may use a tool called Otter, Phantom, and there's some others in addition to Zoom when it comes to recording calls. Now, I will admit that if you are on someone else's Zoom, which means you're not the host, then there's a different set of rules all the way around. But if you're hosting the Zoom, you really want to pay attention to me. Matter of fact, I would even invite you to beg to be the host, okay? So that you can use all of the amazing bells and whistles, with you being the host. So one of the things is try to be the host on Zoom, okay? Versus using someone else's because you have a lot more options. Okay, I keep saying I'm gonna share my screen and it's taking me forever, but here I go. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up. I'm gonna put that over to the side and I'm gonna share my screen right now. Oh, cool. Yeah, please. Yes, exact. Oh, thank you, Jeffrey. Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now. I'm going to share my desktop. And you may say, well, why are you sharing your desktop? I'm sharing the desktop versus because I am using Zoom Workplace app. So just like on your iPhone or Android, there's an app, of Zoom. Can you use it in the browser? Of course, but you have fewer benefits, in my opinion, using it in browser. You want to use the actual app. It's a game changer, but we'll talk about that another time. But the Zoom Workplace app is also available for the desktop, which means Zoom just sits there in the corner of my desk and says, so I love that. I love that it notifies me of everything. So I'm using that. So what I'm doing when I'm using that, and I actually want to share my screen, I do, and I want to share my Zoom tools, which I'm doing right now, then I do have to use my desktop. So anyway, I want to go here and I'm going to talk about this because part 2 is going to come out next week. Okay. And what I did, and just so you guys know, supposedly I literally just created this. So of course, no subscribers to this new part of Kajabi that I use. So I don't want you to go, dang girl. Okay, here we go. But I want to go to part 1 here. So hopefully I'll get some more people. All right, I'm going to go to the preview mode because honestly, this is brand new. Literally, it just went up. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put $240 a year back in your pocket if you are using Otter, Phantom, or any like tool on Zoom. You ready? Set, go. Members, tell me, can you see everything well? Is it? Okay, good. I just want to make sure. And if you're thinking, Marquesa, how can we get to this article? Once I get off, because I didn't want to show it to anybody until this call. So once I get off of here, you can go to liveyourbestbizvirtually.com, live your best biz, that's B-I-Z, virtually.com. And then just look for a blog-like thing right there. So that will go up. Again, this is my first time unveiling it. And it's kind of like a new tool that another platform has. So I'm kind of excited about that. So anyway, here we go. Oh, and by the way, you may say, well, okay, what's this right here? Other than a little picture of me, I literally had it made by an artist. I'm doing something, I think pretty much every month. I'm excited. And I may share 3 or 4 different tools every month. But what I'm doing is I'm comparing Zoom features, platform, what have you, to the other tool. So I call it a sassy SmartTech showdown. I do need some theme music, right, guys? Need some theme music. I'm just being lazy right now. But I gotta get some theme music. I was gonna call it a smackdown, but I thought that was a little too non-sassy. So anyway, it's a sassy SmartTech showdown. And so today I'm featuring Zoom Enterprise transcription versus Otter. Zoom Enterprise. And by the way, if you go to zoom2income.com, that page has been redirected. Go there. I think you will see, you may see this article there right now. I can't guarantee, but you may see that here because that's the page which will break down what is Zoom Enterprise and all that kind of stuff. So Zoom 2 Income, get it? All right, anyway, so here we go. Now, let's be real. If you've invested in Zoom Enterprise, why even consider Otter or any kind of Zoom, frankly? Zoom's a luxury platform that does everything but serve you coffee. I'm telling you, I'd be married now if Zoom was a human. He may be. If you're Mr. Zoom, give me a call. Okay, so here we go. If you've invested in Zoom Enterprise, why even consider Otter? Zoom's, again, a luxury platform. And it's like your everything. I used to say this for years before the pandemic. Zoom is literally your office, your stage, your classroom, your assistant, everything. Okay, so use it. Hello. All right. And, why throw more into, we love to do that, I think, sometimes as entrepreneurs. We just like we get excited and we like to add more tools to our toolkit, but we want to do it strategically. We don't just want to just throw tools in there. Okay. So I do ask this question here. So here's why Zoom with me, or just Zoom Enterprise in itself, or just Zoom guys, provides you everything you need. So number one, the comprehensive transcription, right where you need it. Now, I've heard some people say, well, I use Otter, I use Phantom because they give a better transcription. I don't think so. I don't think so. Prove it to me. Okay, because that is not true. That is not true. So let me see if I don't know if I can make this picture a little bit bigger. Oh, I know what I can do. I'm going to go to view and I'm going to go to zoom. And do I want to zoom in or do I want to zoom out? I think I want to zoom in. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So try to make it bigger. I'm not expecting you to be able to read it. Okay. But what's happening here is it's not just simple transcription. Number one, not only is my record or all of my recordings going into the Zoom cloud, but Zoom is doing about 25 different things with those recordings. So what happens if my recording is not going in the Zoom cloud? Can anybody tell me? Exactly. How can Zoom give you anything if you send your recording somewhere else? I'm just saying. So it does 25 different things. So I'm going to share a couple of those things with you. Now, number one, not only do I get a transcription that I can go into that transcription, I can remove things, I can highlight things, like highlights. I can highlight certain things. Guess what? If I highlight certain things in my Zoom recording, my Zoom transcript, there is a way, well, Zoom will say, okay, well, then we'll just show those parts of the recording as well. All right. That's just an option. You can change it. Well, what I love, this is where the AI, all of this is AI comes in, is Zoom will give a summary of your transcription, the whole thing, give a summary, and it will create something called smart chapters. What are smart chapters, you say? Well, we're living in a kind of a microwave world sometimes, and we're excited to go and watch a session, right? But we don't necessarily want to see the entire session, especially if it was a long one, right? I know I'm not the only one. What's cool about smart chapters is it will literally show, it depends on how long your recording is, and then you can go in and manipulate it. But this particular recording, I think, has 3 or 4 smart chapters, right? And guys, let me know if you can't see this well. I can bring up the other one, but I'm trying to do this quick. It's always hard for me to do things quick. So if you want to go deeper, I can do more of a, hard one. My only goal here is to do the smackdown, okay? The smackdown. In other words, the showdown. I can't remember the name of my own thing. The showdown, okay? Between Otter, and I don't even like fights. I mean, I used to like wrestling when I was a kid, but anyway, you get the point. But this is fun. It's like they're in the ring. You got Zoom on one side, you got Otter on the other. And watch this, because Zoom is about to do a left hook. Is it called left hook? I know it's not called touchdown, right? Anyway, focus. Let me get back here. So over here, what I'm gonna need you to do is those smart chapters will literally outline one point that you're making. Or if you're like me, making a lot of points, it's going to give you a different chapter for each point, just like in a book. Isn't that cool? And then each smart chapter has a name. It's called a title. So if someone did a presentation on how to move to New York City, I don't know why you want to move here, but how to move to New York City, the first chapter may be all about, well, why would you want to live in New York City? Well, you may say, oh, I've been there all this time. I don't need to see that part. So you can go to the second chapter, which starts with living in New York City. You get me? So I like that AI within Zoom now will break that down for me. Also, it will provide next steps. And I can go in there and add to it, take away from it. It's just stupid amazing what it will do. All right. So comprehensive on a whole nother level. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear, oh, they give me a better transcription. I don't think so. All right. So, by the way, I'm a little competitive, so excuse me. Okay. Here we go. Zoom Enterprise. Okay. Okay. So you get transcription for both audio, video, and it's stored right into your Zoom cloud. So no extra steps, no dragging files into Otter like you're auditioning for a tech obstacle course. Okay, Zoom does it all right? And it offers a whole menu of formats to suit your needs, okay? I also love that this recording is 1080p, and sometimes it's even higher than that. I can do an audio-only transcription. I know a lot of people have a podcast, so they may say, you know what, I just want the audio part for my podcast, right? Also, you got the speaker gallery views. Again, I'm talking transcription, y'all. The transcription is video transcription, audio transcription, highlights transcription, voiceover transcription, shared screen You get what I'm saying? It goes on and on and on. And so I don't know, why would you want to interrupt that? It's just extra work, you know? So it's really smart and it's good. And again, it's tailored to your needs when you're on Zoom. So what did we just talk about? It doesn't just transcribe, y'all. It gets you straight to the good stuff, the smart chapters, the highlights, breaking it up into long meetings, into bite-sized segments, so you can just skip the fluff and focus on what matters. I love it. I loved it. And here's another thing too. The transcription is also live. So let's say Jeffrey had to, quickly run because his wife called him and he had to run and do an errand, and he comes back. What are you going to wonder, Jeffrey, what you missed, right? Well, what I love about Zoom transcription is all I have to do, and I got to put on some lipstick, all I have to do is he clicks that button right there, and it says, it's called Zoom AI Companion. They just released Zoom AI 2.0. So hello, they released it. They announced it yesterday as Zoomtopia. So what this thing is guys, you have to enable it. It may not magically show up. You have to go into your Zoom settings and enable it. Okay, give Zoom permission to make that work. But let's say Jeffrey had to step away for a few minutes. He comes back. He can literally go right to where it says more, those three dots. And there's something that says Zoom AI Companion. Click on it and just say, well, what did I miss? Or it actually gives you the option. And it will say, oh, Jeffrey, this is what Marquesa just spoke about. Blah, blah, blah. It's so cool. And if your name was mentioned, it will also say that. So I'm just saying, it's just cool. I wanted to show you this. And again, my goal here is not to go, because I can go deep, wide, and we'll be on here for an hour. And I just want to give you I just want to accomplish the goal of proving my point. Okay. So one of the things I wanted to share here was, this is sort of like a quick glimpse of how organized it is. I mean, how many recordings do I have? Anybody want to count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that doesn't even include Zoom clips, y'all. Zoom clips is Zoom's version of Loom. So let's say that my recording was 45 minutes long. Well, if I have Zoom clips, all I got to do is go right into the recording and click the button where it says add to Zoom clips. And then Zoom clips will say, okay, which part of this video do you want to add? Hello, hello. And like I said, Zoom clips and Loom are very similar. It means that that clip can turn into a shareable piece of content where you can track it real time. People can ask questions real time. So that's another recording. What number was I at? 8, 9? See, I just lose count right here. And it gives you a preview window right here. I can change the name if I want to. I can create a recording on demand. Have you ever done your own event or live event or Zoom seminar or whatever, masterclass, whatever you want to call it, and people showed up for it? And then some people said, oh man, I meant to sign up. Doodle doo. Well, guess what? If that person sends you that email and says, can you send me the recording again? More work, right? You can say, oh, no problem. We got you. Just go right to this link, the same link where they would have registered at. They go there, they put in their information, they watch it at that moment, and they can literally like message you real time. Okay, so you also get the on-demand version. So guys, you know, it gives you everything but the kitchen sink. So again, why would you use Zoom and then use a tool off Zoom to do more work, to spend more money? Wait. So who's the winner? Did I make my point? So anyway, you guys will be able to finish this article and this is just part 1 because I don't want to overwhelm you. This is just part 1, okay? Where I break down just 3 things, but you see how long it took me to get through all of this. Okay, so guys, stop it. You know, if you're like, Marquesa, does Zoom do this? You know, just find me. Again, how can you find me? Go to liveyourbestbiztruly.com. Go ahead and sign up and get on my email list, right? But I'm going to put this on my website right after, it's 5:23 Eastern now. Give me until at least 6 p.m. No, 6:30 p.m. and it should be there, okay? So, and by the way, if you're watching this recording today, it may already be there if you're watching the recording at a later date. All right, stay safe, please, my babies in the Floridian areas. And, you know, you need to Zoom like a boss. So next time I have all the music and all that good stuff, but I just wanted to pop in real quick to just share this, you know, what I call it, Smackdown. I keep forgetting. What is the name? Dang. Sassy SmartTech showdown between Zoom and Otter. And I'm sorry, nothing you can tell me. I know for a fact Otter won this. No, did I just say that? Zoom won this hands down. So if you disagree with me, just put it on my little bloggish newsletter thing over there. Okay. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. All right. And I'm gonna stop live streaming. And whether you saw this on LinkedIn or one of my many Facebook areas, Instagram, YouTube. You can also go to YouTube, guys. Just type in my name, Marquesa Pettway. I got a YouTube channel. By the way, this entire thing is on there. Hi, YouTube. But I'm trying to learn how to make it a little shorter, okay? All right, guys. We're out of here. Members, you stay on. You ain't allowed to go nowhere. Yeah, you got to stay on. Bye, guys.